Go, 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 let's get it. I'm a trapping fanatic, that shit automatic, so I cannot turn it on or off. Bitches all on my dick, then she hop on my dick, I'm like, why you keep hopping on and off? Your bitch all on my dick, she be doing the most, I tell her, little bitch, you so extra. And my gun up on me, but not run up on me, niggas, they wanna fight, they some wrestlers.
After all the introductions are done, each one of our students goes and sits in silence. Great. So I have a team with the shinobi who'd rather be quiet than talk. But I can work with that. I thought someone like the Hokage's son would be a little more outgoing. Maybe that night is still lingering upon his mind. Tell me something. Do each of you have a dream? They remained silent until Naruto spoke up. Yeah, I do. But it won't be a dream for long, as I'll make it a reality. I'll become the strongest, and then I'll become the Hokage of the Leaf Village. How about you two? Each one of them nods with Kurenai smiling. Most shinobi die before their dreams are even realized. It's a sad truth of our line of work, but I want to be the type of sensei who gets to live long enough to see each of your dreams come true. So just trust me, okay? All three of them seem to agree with this, and they begin their missions, helping around the village. Most of this is easy work for them, and it seems that Naruto was getting bored quickly. I'll also note that the team also begins their training with Kurenai, focused on their mental fortitude and their chakra control more than combat. One day, on their mission, Kurenai watches as Naruto tries to grab a cat and ends up hitting a branch so hard that he poofs into smoke, and she scoffs, noting that the kid really surprised her. As after the mission was over, Naruto was found by a sensei and questioned. Why did you leave the mission? Which one? Kurenai hits him on the head, stating that's not the point. Anyway, Naruto, you're quite gifted, so I understand that you don't wish to do pointless missions around the leaf. Pointless? Kurenai then looked down at her student, who had a very serious expression. Nothing about them was pointless. Do you think I've only been using one clone to help you guys out? Naruto then shows off the multi-shadow clone jutsu, while looking at his sensei. Nothing about helping my village is pointless. No matter how small the action is, it's important. I thought my sensei would have known better, but I guess not. The clones go up in smoke, with Naruto looking dead at Kurenai before walking away. The next time the team meets up, she has a different mission for them. It's still a pretty low rank one, but it should be good enough for them. Kurenai takes them to the house of an elderly man who can barely make it to the door. Oh, thank goodness you came. The man then turns, realizing that Naruto was there. Oh, hello there. It's been a while. Naruto nods, smiling, greeting the old man with a bow. I'd like you to deliver this letter to my son. He lives quite far from here, but I'd still like to check up on him and see how he's doing. The man hands it to Naruto. I entrust it to you, Naruto Uzumaki. The boy would nod, promising to make sure he receives it no matter what. The old man then thanked him before closing the door and heading inside. Naruto places the letter under his black undershirt to not lose it. Kurenai then turns to her team, exclaiming how they can head out now, as this will be their first mission outside of the village. Each one of them gives no reaction, which throws her off. Still not budging at all yet. These kids aren't going to make it easy for me at all. Her team leaves Konoha, and she continuously tries to strike up conversation, but each of them is pretty quiet and ends it fast. Eventually, they just begin to travel in silence until they reach the docks. Looks like we made it. Now, to find his son. Kurenai heads in one direction, but Naruto shouts for them to leave that man alone. She tells Naruto not to act rashly, but he rushes in alone. Pulling out his dual blades, he defends the man. What's your problem, kid? This lowlife is a thief. And so what if he is? You're just gonna kill him like it's nothing? Yeah, he's gonna be an example for the rest of these good-for-nothing piles of garbage. An angered Naruto coats his blade in chakra. Then let me be the example. A crowd of bandits then form around the area, with Kurenai telling Naruto to just let it go. No, as if I'd let someone die just in front of me when I could help them. If you want to fight, come at me instead. The bandits call the kid crazy but rush at him. Naruto notes the numbers aren't in his favor, so he changes that. Multi-shadow clone jutsu. At least 100 Naruto appear, but most go and protect the people who live in the small homes of the docks. Great. You two protect yourselves. I'll go get Naruto. She runs in, dodging the slow fighters, trying to make it to the center. Naruto himself was dodging and weaving each attacks while cutting down the bandits. She knows that someone is creeping up behind Naruto, so she flips over him, placing the man in the genjutsu where he would drop to the ground. You just had to go and make a mess, didn't you? And so what? You can't protect everyone, Naruto. Don't put those close to you at risk just because you want to save someone else. Naruto remains silent and then continues fighting. They finish the battle with ease, and only a few cuts and bruises on them. Naruto was tired, but then walks over to the man who was hiding behind a cart. Hey, this is for you. I remember seeing your face in the leaf a couple years ago before you moved. Naruto hands him the letter that had been cut open. The man then reads the first few lines, bursting into tears while thanking the young shinobi. It's no problem at all. Just don't forget what's in that letter, as that old man spent the rest of his few days writing it for you. The man holds it to his chest and bows to Naruto as he begins to walk away. Kurenai was in disbelief that Naruto was so composed, as he even walked by her, apologizing for putting them all in harm's way and doing the same with his two teammates Hinata and Shino. They would then begin heading back to the village as their mission was complete. But Kurenai does note it was strange that towards the land of waves there were so many bandits at this dock. But she thinks they were just here, and they continue back to the Leaf Village. As they make their way back, she also decides to begin their combat training. Under the guidance of Kurenai, Naruto, Shino, and Hinata embarked on a rigorous training arc to enhance their taijutsu and genjutsu skills. Recognizing the importance of physical prowess, Kurenai devised a series of intense exercises to push them to their limits. The training commenced with Naruto, known for his exceptional kenjutsu and taijutsu, but lacking the finesse in combat. Kurenai focused more on refining his genjutsu and chakra control, emphasizing that and also learning techniques that would manipulate the five senses. Naruto tirelessly practiced various forms of genjutsu until mastering basic hypnosis and manipulation. As over time his prowess became more fluid, and he eventually developed a new form of genjutsu that only he could use, which allowed him to release his chakra in a small area and manipulate the senses of others with his voice or his chakra itself. Meanwhile, Shino's unique ability as an insect user made him an enigma in combat. However, Kurenai aimed to amplify his taijutsu skills to complement his insect arsenal. She taught him how to utilize his chakra to enhance his strikes, make them more potent and unpredictable, as Shino learned to synchronize his movements with his insects, creating a formidable synergy that caught his opponents off guard. And for Hinata, who possessed an exceptional technique already, that being the gentle fist, Kurenai sought to expand her genjutsu efficiency as well. As Hinata had always been reserved and timid, but under Kurenai's guidance, she gradually gained her confidence. Kurenai introduced her to the world of illusions, teaching her how to manipulate her opponent's perception and create a mental disarray. Hinata's gentle yet formidable genjutsu skills became a testament to her growth as the team faced multiple simulated battles against skilled opponents as their training would continue to progress, challenging their newfound abilities to their limits. Throughout the arc, not only did their physical and mental capabilities flourish, but their bond as a team deepened. They learned to rely on one another and support each other, capitalizing on their strengths to overcome any obstacles that they encountered. As by the end of this training arc, Naruto, Shino, and Hinata had evolved into formidable shinobi. Their improved taijutsu and genjutsu skills, combined with their unwavering determination, set the stage for their future adventures, solidifying their place as vital assets of Kurenai's team. Kurenai was proud of her team, but Naruto still felt like a stranger to her at times, as during this training arc, Naruto had also been approached by Danzo, as we see a flashback now. Hello there, Naruto. Lord Danzo. And to what? No. Why are you here? Still, such a smartass like your father. Amusing. Well, I'd like you to know something important. Come with me. Naruto is cautious but follows Danzo, leaving a clone left behind in the forest on standby. He is led to the location of the 4th Hokage's rebuilt home. This was once your own home, as everything you need will be inside. Naruto was confused, but goes inside, finding nothing but a small package with a document. We don't see what he reads in the papers, but this information forever changes the boy. He becomes colder to everything and everyone around him, as if he couldn't trust them. The first day of the Chunin exams then arrives, as Kurenai already had her team sign up. Naruto himself walks into the building leading his team, but they came across a grass team, as this was Kabuto's unit, and they confronted the Leaf Shinobi, stating they had no chance at all this year. Naruto goes to put up his blades, only to be stopped by Shino. To display your skills in the first test would be a complete waste. Yeah, you're right. They're not worth my time anyway. Naruto dispersed clones all over the building to make sure they found the real testing room, and they would easily pass the first test. Naruto himself was smart enough to actually answer the questions, and Hinata could just use her Byakugan, and Shino could use bugs to relay information to himself. While waiting on the next test proctor to arrive, Naruto begins looking around at all the other teams. Something feels off about a few of them, as if they were hiding their bloodlust. But maybe the other villages despise the Leaf so much. Anko then bursted through the glass windows, making Naruto cover himself, as he was near them. Well then, the next portion should be interesting to say the least. Once it's explained to all the Genin, they begin heading into the forest. Naruto notes that the scroll they were given was the Earth Scroll, so they need to defeat a team with the Heaven one. They stop at a branch and begin planning. So what do you think we should do, Naruto? He closed his eyes and placed his hands together using a sensory jutsu. They wondered what he was doing until Hinata stated that someone was there. She used her Byakugan to see where they were coming from, and Naruto opened his eyes using a wind-style jutsu to repel the kunai that were coming from all angles. It's not just one of them. It's 2 teams. Either that or shadow clones, I can't tell. Each one of them then stands tall, with Naruto tying his headband tighter with a blade in his mouth. We don't need to go all out here. Just stay on the defensive until you find the one with the scroll. The grass team remains silent, in the shadows, with Kabuto noting he had believed that the Uzumaki were wiped out. But here was a full-blooded one right in front of him. He must collect him for Lord Orochimaru. As he sat behind the branches, staring down at them, he then noticed that Hinata turned his way. Damn it, the Byakugan. Naruto there. Good, now let's do this. He created several clones and they all dispersed around the area, going to attack each shinobi that was hidden. Some of them exploded, while others you would hear clash in the forest. The 3 all sat back, standing back to back, and Shino sends out his paralysis bugs as they would enter the forest, and Hinata gives them updates while Naruto tries to figure out what they should do. Hinata points in the direction of one with the scroll, and they head right for him. The one with the scroll was obviously Kabuto, so they appeared from all sides. Naruto held out its blades, demanding the scroll, and he smiled. Sorry, but no can do. Kabuto then jumps in the air, flipping, with a giant snake appearing right from under him and opening its mouth to eat Hinata. Naruto instantly jumps out, pushing her away as she's sent into a tree, and he's eaten. Shino and Hinata are then surrounded by more shinobi. Wondering just what they would do in this moment, they begin having to fight off the shinobi around them, while also trying to figure out if Naruto was even alive in there. But who knows? Shino then says that he'll have to create some sort of distraction so they can help Naruto out. Hinata would then coat her fists in chakra, as Shino would do the same, standing back to back as they defend each other from their blind spots and continue to work together. But they then notice that something feels off. The air around them, it becomes colder. They don't know what it is yet, but someone is approaching, and fast.